Well, I've got to tell you guys, I am absolutely freaking livid. I am done with this freaking FBI. They need to be disbanded. We need to completely fire a majority of them in there and revamp the whole darn thing in light of the information that has just come out. You see, Julie Kelly just posted on her X page that, well, the Mar-a-Lago raid that the FBI conducted on Donald Trump's home there in Mar-a-Lago, that, that they were authorized to use deadly force if necessary. And they're acting as if this is standard operating procedures or SOPs. This is not freaking SOP. We're talking about a former president of the United States of America who has Secret Service. And anybody who tells you that that's standard operating procedure is just BS. And by the way, shortly after we found that information, well, now our RNC is literally on lockdown. I've got a lot to share with you today, but I want to start with this Julie Kelly report. And here's what she says. Tons of new unsealed filings have come forward, but she has just discovered that the FBI authorized the use of deadly force at Mar-a-Lago. Notice the highlighted area in yellow. Law enforcement officers of the DOJ may use deadly force when necessary. She goes on to talk about that armed FBI agents were preparing to confront Trump and even engage Secret Service if necessary. They were going to go door to door to terrorize MLA guests and even pick the freaking locks. And now you can see in the yellow there, the FBI, MMEM, and OSCs will prepare to engage with the former president of the United States and even the freaking Secret Service. And then the bottom yellow there, you can see that's where they were going to knock on each room guest door, request a map if needed, and even get a skeleton key for all the rooms, pick the locks, so to speak. But that's not all. They also had a freaking medic on scene, in case the crap hit the fan, because there is Secret Service. Oh, and by the way, they also had this. They also had the statement on when you can use deadly force. And some of the stuff on that document, by the way, includes if somebody's fleeing, running from the scene, you can fire on cars if needed, or firing back, a warning shot if you need to do all of that. This is literally a former president of the United States and his family. And by the way, you know who authorized this? That would be good old-fashioned Merrick Garland, who needs to go to jail at this point, much less be impeached. Oh, and by the way, the head of the Washington FBI office had his grubby little hands in that, was also Mr. Stephen D'Antonio, who, by the way, has his grubby little hands in all the J6 things as well. Hey, it's all the same candidates. It's disgusting, and it makes me sick to my very stomach. But before I go on, just a quick break from my sponsor. Now, we have been told our entire lives that wrinkle creams are the way to look younger. But now one doctor says that that's nothing but old news. According to Dr. John Lake, the world-renowned Beverly Hills beauty expert, most wrinkle fixes on the market are nothing but glorified moisturizers. Well, recently, Dr. Lake has focused his attention away from mainstream cosmetic practices. Why? Well, so that he can focus directly on anti-aging revolutionary breakthroughs. Now, his clients have dubbed this do-it-yourself technique the age rewinder method because it can take years and even decades off of your appearance in 2 minutes' time. In light of this amazing breakthrough, Dr. Lake has released a step-by-step video to the public where he outlines exactly how to use simple solutions from home. Now, if you want to check it out, all you have to do is go to bhmd1.com/haven. That's bhmd1.com/haven to watch that video. And if you want more information, you can click in the description box below. There's a link down there. Or if you're on your cell phone, click that more button to get more information, but you're not going to want to miss it out, as this product has been life-changing for me personally. All right, back to the broadcast. So, just so you have evidence regarding Merrick Garland admitting that, he signed off and approved this thing, I want to show you his video here, and here's what he says. Take a listen.
There are, however, certain points I want you to know. First, I personally approved the decision to seek a search warrant in this matter.
Woo! Yes, you did there, buddy. Yes, you did. You know what I really hate about the likes of Merrick Garland and the likes of Christopher Wray, when they, and I really want to encourage you, when they talk to us, and they talk to the people, they talk to Congress. When they talk to Congress, if you watch any of the stuff that they went through, they act like they're better and they're above Congress, and Congress can do nothing to them and can't even touch them. They really and truly act like, a shadow government, an intelligence community treating our congressional leaders like crap and saying, you don't have a right to know anything. You don't have a right to know. You don't have a right to know. I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to answer. And that's basically their answer to everything. And by the way, to those stupid goons out there, you guys know who you are. Even people on our freaking side are trying to say that, well, authorizing deadly force against a president, well, that's okay because, it's standard operating procedure. No, it's not SOP. It's definitely not freaking SOP. They are morons out there. There's freaking morons, even on our side. You should just not follow any of them, who are out there saying this is standard operating procedure. Yet, when they went after the Unabomber, right? They didn't even use standard operating procedure for the freaking Unabomber, but you're going to use it for a former president who, by the way, has a Secret Service detail whose job it is to protect the former president. This is insane. This could have went south. This is a real gray area. It should have not gone through standard protocol, and they all know it. SOP my ASS. Just baloney. It's just freaking baloney. And think about it this way. You can't walk in the White House with a freaking gun. Even if you're an FBI agent, you can't get in there with a freaking gun. Oh, let's go walk in with my gun. No, you can't. You can't, right? You can't do that. And it's in the law, by the way, that wherever the president or former president or with their Secret Service detail, you can't be gunned up in those areas, like Mar-a-Lago. Why don't we use the actual law against this guy? Oh, that's right, because they're above the law and they talk to our congressional leaders like they're nothing. They're just nothing. There's rumors that abound that they threaten a lot of our congressional leaders. Well, put stuff on your computer if you so much as mess with us. And not to mention what little Mr. Chucky Schumer said, and I'm going to quote it. I'm not going to play the clip. You guys have heard it before. But he said, we have 7 ways from Sunday at getting back at you, when he referenced Donald J. Trump. Is this one of those ways, Mr. Schumer? Is it? Because I think so. Definitely is. Meanwhile, while they authorized that force against the sitting president, it's insane. They could have killed someone. They could have killed the sitting president, his son, and Secret Service. This could have really gone bad. But that aside, now, after we find that out, the RNC is literally on lockdown. Take a look at this. Gateway Pundit, breaking RNC headquarters under lockdown due to suspicious substance. On-site hazmat team is on the scene. The Republican National Committee headquarters was placed under lockdown with hazmat teams on site after a suspicious substance was discovered on the site. And Dana Bash was actually the first one to release it there. But it goes on to detail this, that according to the New York Post, it's not clear exactly what caused the security alert, but one source told the paper that vials of blood were sent in a package. Thankfully, there have been no reports of any injuries at this time. And by the way, here's some of the detail there. You can see this video. This is what's going on right now at the RNC. You can see the buildup. You can see the EMT, the police. And also, by the way, Laura Loomer has posted some video footage there outside the RNC. And you can see some of the fire trucks that are now currently outside of the RNC building. Oh, and by the way, in the middle of all that, radical leftists were out there attacking Trump supporters who were out there supporting the president during his court case there with Mrs. Daniels and the fake court case, I shall say. So it's like suddenly they're upping all these kind of attacks against conservatives, patriots, MAGA supporters. And now the RNC is at risk. But you're not going to hear much of that on the mainstream media. No, because it doesn't fit their narrative. Yet here we are. Anyhow, I love all of you. Can't wait to read your comments. I'm Lisa Haven signing out.